this record, we just figured out how to organize our thoughts better and put it out there. And it's still like, I don't know, I guess it's different. It's definitely got energy, but no, it isn't. It's not as like straight up rocking as the EP.
It's also just us not wanting to repeat ourselves. I mean, even with the EP, we didn't want any of the songs in the EP to sound like any of the other songs. And when we were writing the new songs, we didn't want them to sound like any of the other songs we've written. So, you know, just by that token, you're good to go new places because you have to.
We're no tough bunch, but they had the nerve to go and say,
I feel like you can't even tell anymore because all the mainstream and whatever you're calling, you know, the more in tuned audiences, it's all bleeding together in a really good way. In that there isn't this like, all right, you're on an indie label, you play, you know, these clubs, and you're on a major label, you play these arenas. It's all in between, and there's all these really good steps in between. So I don't know. I feel like that's the thing. We just make our music, and then whatever happens.
We want everyone to like it. We don't, you know, I don't differentiate between those kids aren't very cool, so if they like the record, it's going to be a bummer. I mean, if people like our music, that's fantastic.
that all your secrets were drowned with the pioneers who were flooded from this town. They packed their bags only moments too late.
It's bands like Radiohead, like Arcade Fire, you know, bands that are making music that's just ridiculously good, but also reaching, you know, tons and tons of people, you know, headlining festivals, headlining these huge shows, and just achieving so much success, but on their own terms, and having such devoted fans, and just being so respected. I mean, I think anyone who's a musician wants that. I don't know how likely it is, but it would be nice.
It's really cool when, like, you find that in bands that their success isn't correlated to the type of music they're making. You know, it's just they're doing whatever they do, they're doing it well, and that's why they're successful, not because of doing a certain thing. In making this record, we learned that you really can do whatever you want. In that, like, there isn't, you know, this kind of stigma of like, okay, you know, writing this will lead to that, and like doing, you know, whatever types of press and releasing your album in whatever way, it's going to lead to some goal because it's like the tried, tested, true path. But then you realize that it's actually all in our collective 8 hands, and we can do whatever we want. And if we want to put out a record like digitally tomorrow, it wouldn't sell a lot, but we could do that, you know.
'Cause dire times call for dire faces. So lovely dancer, call a dancer